All right, it is Monday morning, starting off a little bit late, but we should be good to go. We have a few different things. Yes, Uthar Furbog, played by John, is no longer with the group. Unfortunately, he got, well, not for him, unfortunately. For us, he got a job promotion, which means he is no longer available at this time. But I have found a new player, and they are on the horizon, ready to join the group. We will see how that goes, but everybody is within the Discord right now, so let's go see what they're up to.
That hates half-elves, so she...
All right.
Yeah, she did not like him.
Good morning, good afternoon for some. Got my super coffee.
Early morning.
I have coffee.
I don't drink coffee, I got super coffee.
Super coffee. Give me details. I need to know.
It's
that just like an energy drink?
Is it like the bullet coffee?
I have it on the stream, but it's like a what do you want to say? I think it's a little mini packaged thing. So like it's coffee, but it's got protein in it. It's like a different type of concoction, I guess you could say. I love it though. It's so freaking good.
Is it like that mushroom coffee stuff?
No, it's
Okay.
I would say it's kind of like a protein drink with coffee in it. Almost. But it's so freaking good.
I don't
It's
know how
like
much I would buy.
it's like so delicious. I love this stuff. It's expensive though.
You know what? But coffee's worth it.
Yeah, Key 2 Super Coffee. It was actually on like Shark Tank or whatever one of them shows are. They pitched it, and I guess I didn't even know about that. I was just walking through the store. I'm like, that seems interesting, and then I tried it, and it's freaking delicious. I don't drink coffee. Not that I don't like it. I don't care when I wake up in the morning enough to like make a cup of coffee or get some or anything. But this stuff is delicious.
For me, it's more like I can even drink decaf. It's just routine. I can't wake up until I taste coffee. I swear.
Gotcha. Okay. So, sadly, John has left. Good for him for getting the promotion. But that means we get to introduce a new player. So, if everybody could formally welcome our newest player, Raven in the Woods.
Welcome, Raven.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Everybody.
Squeech gives Raven disadvantage.
Good start. There we go.
I fully support it.
Yeah, she deserves it for how much disadvantage she's given us.
That was only one session, though.
It was two.
Was it?
It was definitely two.
It was 2 weeks.
Oh.
It was definitely more.
I just started
Yeah.
talking smack in the second one.
Nodders gives Raven disadvantage. Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so yes, we have a new player. I like to do a lot with the story elements. So
Again.
Squeege again. Oh my goodness. All right, so that's 3 disadvantages. That's the maximum. That's the maximum right now that she can have. But anyway, so I don't know exactly when you are going to come into play, but I do have kind of a plan. I will present you when you come into the group. I'm pretty certain it will be this session, like halfway through probably. So sit tight, and then once your character is seen and introduces themselves, you will have the opportunity to meet with the group, and then we will see how that goes. But if you wouldn't mind giving us a little rundown of your character beforehand.
Oh, we haven't done these in a bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So how much do you want me to cover?
As much as you want, as much as you're comfortable with. Just a little like overview of Slurm and who she is.
Slurm is a kobold. She is a former bounty hunter who recently has taken up like caravan guarding. and has found herself in an interesting situation.
An interesting situation to say the least.
Mhm.
All right, so we got a kobold entering the group. It'll be very interesting, very fun. I think it actually fits into this campaign extremely well. But yes, so when Slurm is introduced, hopefully about halfway through, we will see how the party interactions go. And then we might as well get a few more introductions. So, Freddy, if you don't mind leading us off.
Hello, I'm Sauerkraut, and I play Frederick Bloomington, aka Freddy, a half-elf who's a mix of bard from the College of Lore and a hexblade warlock. This makes him quite the jack-of-all-trades type. He is just relieved that the party is finally together, albeit a little dysfunctionally so, and finally refocusing on the goal at hand.
That is all very true. Freddy. The impromptu face of the party, I guess you could say.
Yeah, charisma goes a long ways.
Yep, does a lot for the party, but maybe kind of different goals or different strategies to get exactly what the party wants. I guess you could say. Some seem to like just taking it head on and just being right up there and taking what they want, whereas Freddy can see the use of persuasion and diplomacy. And speaking of taking on problems head on, we have the mighty Goliath, Vmok. You mind telling us a little bit about your character?
Hello, everyone. I am Old Jarhead. My character is Vmok. He is a Goliath barbarian who is far from his homeland of the Sword Mountains. Vmok, is on a quest to regain his honor by finding and fighting a certain hideously ugly downlander, and or somehow help Ureva keep Tiamat from entering this world and destroying everything that we all hold dear.
Yes, Vmok, a powerful foe with a very simple goal, a very simple thing chasing after.
You're gonna say mind for a second.
No. He just wants to kill Tiamat. Not even sure 100% what Tiamat is, perhaps. He just knows about the 5-headed dragon. All right, and next up we have Rosemary, who has undergone a few very cool story progressions recently. If you don't mind telling us about your character.
Yeah, so I'm Otto. I play Rosemary, who is a reborn grave cleric. She is in the body of her sister, who decided to sacrifice herself to be able to come back and complete the mission of destroying the Dragon Folk so Tiamat cannot be risen. So she is on a mission to destroy Tiamat and the Dragon Folk in her way, because that's how she was raised. She died to Dragon Folk before, so she just has a vengeance for Dragon Folk.
Well, she is in the perfect place because there are plenty of dragon folk in this campaign. All right, last but not least, we have Ureva Galanodel.
Hello, my name is Nicole Bird. I play Ureva Galanodel, a wood elf ranger of the Horizon Walker subclass. Ureva has just recently been given a second lease on life. She did have to abandon a previous alliance with a blessing from Solanor and promised her soul to the Raven Queen in order to come back and hopefully complete her mission of stopping Tiamat. She saw just how close Tiamat was to her return and has nothing in her sights except preventing it. So with her new invigoration of her goal, she's pushing forward harder than ever.
Yes, big moment right there. I'm very happy with how that turned out. We got some hooks. I think we have a little bit of everybody in this campaign, so I'm pretty happy. able to really bring out your characters and some of the defining points for your stories and really make this campaign your own instead of just going through the campaign and doing the objective. All right. So we have historian role. Ireva did get it last time, and I have it, just haven't entered it into the Discord. But I will roll that now for this session. So this historian will be the one responsible for writing the campaign journal for this session. It doesn't have to be super fancy, doesn't have to be extremely written out and edited and everything. Basically whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you get that, you know, basically gets the point across for this journal. And here we go. Freddy.
Ooh, all right.
Okay, so I will give you the roll. Oh, you already have historian. Must not have taken it off last time. Okay. And I think we are Gucci. Otto has historian too. Man, I've been forgetting these. So when I did that historian thing, I pinged everybody, didn't I? Oops.
A little bit.
Yeah, you
It's all
called
right.
me out. I cried.
My bad.
You're good. Well, and I like panicked because it was my birthday, so I had a few glasses of wine, and I couldn't watch the Twitch video because I'm not subbed to it. So like, oh crud.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm picking up on the YouTube. I'm basically putting up the unedited videos just so that I can get them up there.
Awesome.
Yeah. Trying to really push those out because I've just gotten so far behind and it's yeah.
You know what? Take that off your plate. One day this channel is going to be up and running. You can just hire someone to do it.
That's the plan.
There you go.
Yep. Okay. So, let's see. All right. You're good. So, hello everybody out there, and welcome to this morning's episode of Tyranny of Dragons, where a bunch of random internet strangers turned friends play D&D together. We are very happy that you can join us and very glad to see you here. I hope you've brought plenty of ale to keep your mug filled until our tales end. Before we begin, let's get through some really quick announcements and disclaimers. So this is an active Twitch chat campaign, which basically means that you out there watching from home or wherever you may be can help aid the party or otherwise impair if you so wish. You can do this for characters as well as creatures and the enemies. You do this by using your Twitch channel points, otherwise known around here as bar tabs. So go ahead and throw out some advantages, disadvantages, health potions, and even saving throws to a creature or any creature of your choosing that is currently at the table. These bonuses remain only for the current session, so if they don't get used before session end, they are lost. Advantages and disadvantages can only be granted up to a total of 3 per character. Advantages can be used whenever you like, so you can choose when to use your advantages. A disadvantage is used on the very next roll. So if Twitch chat gives a disadvantage, the very next roll that creature or character makes for a d20 is made with disadvantage. Let's see. So then the health potions and the saving throws are immediate use. So once those are given by Twitch chat, they are immediate use. You gain the health potion, the 2d4 plus 4 HP, I think it is. And then the saving throw basically just grants a saving throw. Let's see. And if you like to play D&D or even just have a little bit of interest, want to learn more, go ahead and join the Tavern League Discord. I have that link in the description of my Twitch. Here you can find any open campaigns and other DMs looking for players, if we have those. As well, I would say the highlight is Tavern League's Encounters, the one-shot epic boss fight D&D MMO experience extraordinaire. More info in the Discords. A lot of fun. I highly suggest it. A lot of work goes into this, the stream, campaigns, and the Discord, and we appreciate all of your support and whatever means you're able to, even just tuning into the Twitch viewing, being active in chat. It's always very welcome to see that. It's fun, you know. I'm always looking to improve and incorporate more fun, production value, and more things to play with for the community. So if you wish to support in any more means, by all accounts, check out the YouTube. I have some videos on there that you can check out, maybe catch up on some of the campaigns, start from the beginning. You can throw a like, which helps put that in the YouTube algorithm. And even if you wish to support in more capacity, I have Patreon, and there are also Twitch subscriptions. So with that, let's go ahead and dive in to tonight's episode. Last time we were joined at this table, the party had just defeated Talus the White and her retinue of guardsmen in the first floor of this hunting lodge. They were taken a bit by surprise, as it was believed that a parley had been struck. And though the tensions were high immediately, they were a little bit more relaxed with Freddy's minced, or I don't know if minced is the correct word, but Freddy's flavorful words, putting everybody on low alert. VMOC recognized this, and right away upon rejoining to negotiate terms, just struck out immediately, starting a battle. Sadly, you did not use the birthday inspiration, so it is lost.
That's what I figured.
Yep. Gotta use them inspirations when you got them.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, I know. And I could have used it to try and tear the tapestry down. I just was too-
Yep. And that's how I give you. That's how I give you more inspirations. Okay, so a quick battle fought with weapon and magic on the first floor was had. Blizzard spells of cold were shot across by Talus using a wand of brilliant bluish white, though Freddy put a curse of heat upon her armor, which greatly reduced Talus's ability to fight, even bringing some of her retinue back from the brink of death and unconsciousness. They were unable to defeat the great heroes. Even Trepson himself made an appearance. And so, with these foes slain and laying on the floor, and no more apparently coming, this may not have been quite such a heavily fortified hunting lodge as they had thought. Those outside likely were more laborers and had taken off into the forest. They had slain quite a few trolls too. So with immediate danger not coming to meet them, they debated on what their next moves would be. A bit of discourse, making sure that VMOC was up and ready to go again, casting Spare the Dying on Talus and tying her up for questioning later. Ireva went upstairs to scout and see what she could discover within this hunting lodge. Found a few rooms, not a whole lot of note. Some seemed to be quite undisturbed, only a few being of use. One closet had a few items, nothing that she could immediately tell were magical in nature. But tossing a net down and another spear, she moved on, discovering a room with tapestries on it detailing the might of Tiamat around the lands. One depicting her in a desert, another in snowy mountaintops, and other such images. And then it was also discovered that there were prisoners kept down in a basement. With plenty of reason to distrust them, Ireva questioned them quickly and brought one upstairs who seemed to be innocent for questioning a woman who apparently had been kidnapped and was beaten. She was questioned heavily by the remaining members to make sure her story rang true, and after not being able to supply any real information worth anything, it was determined to bring her back to town. And so Freddy went downstairs with Rosemary to question the two remaining. There was a man and a dwarf. The man had no such marks on him from being beat, whereas the dwarf had plenty. It was discovered that the man was a priest of a Monitor and was not sure why he was left unblemished. But he was not part of the cult and supplied a little bit of information about Talus, asking questions pointedly at the dwarf during their talks, heavy question marks on the talks, asking about one named Varum. And the dwarf did not like that this information was given out, but he was in no place to argue. And that brings us to the present moment. Freddy and Rosemary, you are in this basement, and the man, the priest of a Monitor, has left. All you have now is this dwarf who doesn't seem to want to talk. What do you do?
Freddy, you're good with your words. Why? He's not talking, but I mean, he looks beaten, and I don't necessarily want to do torture tactics, but I don't feel good leaving him down here or letting him go until we get information.
It is a simple equation. As you just said, we can't leave him here. We're gonna burn the place down. I can't in good conscience let a man suffer like that, even if he may be working for the cult. I say we let him go.
Alright. Listen here, dwarf. We're going to let you go. But we just wish that you would tell us something. We're not going to let you burn down, though.
Pragnor looks on in almost disbelief, and then a smile plays on his lips and he chuckles to himself. I appreciate your sentiment. You let me go, I won't give you no trouble.
We won't see your face again.
Nah, not in these woods. I'll be on me merry way. Give me a weapon to defend myself. There's some beasts out in the forest.
I'm not giving you any of my weapons.
There are some on the ground. There are some on the ground upstairs. Be careful not to brandish it too carelessly. My allies can be a bit jumpy.
Me legs may be short, but you'll see the quickness of the dwarves. You'll only see the back of me head for but an instant before I disappear into the trees.
With that, Freddy will just untie him. Or cuff him, unlink him, whatever is going on.
Unlink him. Alright.
I want to see if we're going to see him again by insight.
Okay, go ahead and make me an insight.
Out in the open or in the tower?
In the tower, if you please. You believe him. You definitely caught him by surprise, and he is a dwarf, and honor in his word definitely means something, even on a hell bent, even on an evil bend. You don't believe you'll see him for a while, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you'll never see him again. You don't know where he's going. You don't know where he'll end up. You are almost certain that he's going to tell somebody about this and warn them of you. But he won't be a nuisance for the time being, at least.
Freddy, if we let him go, he's gonna warn us. He's gonna warn others of our appearance.
If we keep him here, then we're killing a defenseless man.
That's true, but what if, like, it depends on who he tells that we're here. We don't know who he's affiliated with.
Are you suggesting throw him in with Talus?
I would suppose so. We let him go for the time being, but we still need questioning before we burn it down. But it's better than keeping him in the basement.
Hey, wait. I thought you would let me go. Now you're gonna change your words?
We will let you go after questioning.
You've already questioned me. What more questions could you have?
Well, you're not answering any of them, so how could we let you go? Oh, I know that you are going to tell others about our appearance, which could possibly hinder us in the future. Who are you affiliated with?
He takes a second, scrutinizing you through narrowed eyes, looking back and forth between the two of you. You let me go, I'll answer your questions. You leave me here.
Insight that.
Okay. You definitely seem to have caught some interest. He wasn't expecting to be let go. He actually fully expected to be killed. And that's kind of, you feel that's likely why he wasn't saying a word. But now with the potential or the opportunity of him leaving here alive, he seems to be a lot more open to talking.
What do you think, Freddy? I think he's being honest.
I think I'd like to hear more about Varys.
We have the entryway blocked anyways, so if he tried to escape, he would have to try to get out of us first.
I leave this decision in your hands, Rosemary.
Don't like that outcome.
Okay.
I mean, I would like to hear more information that could possibly help us in the future. Strategically, we have this way blocked off. There's no way out for him to go except for through us.
Okay.
So I say we let him go and keep this way locked until he answers our questions.
Very well. Would you agree, Dwarf? We let you out of the chains, you answer a few questions, and then you can be on your way.
I may be a dwarf, but I'm not stupid. You won't have any trouble from me. I'm outnumbered and weaponless. Don't even have me armor. There's nothing I could do to you.
Then I unlock him.
All right. Takes a moment to wring his hands. Swears in Dwarvish. Neither of you speak Dwarvish, I don't believe. You believe it must... You get the hunch that it's something about, chains and giants. Probably a culture swear thing. All right. And then he stretches out. All right. What do you wish to know?
Freddy?
Varys. Do you work for him?
I don't know enough Varys.
Or Varric?
Believe the name you're
I'm just gonna
searching
insight
for.
all of the stuff he's trying to do.
Okay. I believe the name you're
I just wanted
searching
to read
for is Venom.
You work for him?
Yes, he's, I'm one of his underlings. I work for him in the cult. He's one of the wearers. Recently given the title, mind you, and he has a little smirk on his face.
One of the what? I didn't catch that.
One of the wearers, sorry.
Bears.
Yep, wearers.
Wearers of what?
We call them wearers of purple. One of the highest ranking cultists.
How did you get to such high of rank?
Because I'm useful.
How useful?
Very useful.
Where does Verum operate out of?
Give me a moment.
But if a job could pay you higher, would you just drop the
Let him
cult?
answer first, maybe.
Yeah, the dwarf isn't actually like staring at us in deadpan silence. He's
Yeah.
It's like time is standing still
okay.
during these because he's trying to find the answer for us.
Yep. I don't think I actually know exactly where Verum is. Okay. So I don't have an exact answer for that. Basically, like out of game meta, he's not around. He's not nearby.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
it's-
kind of.
So
I guess
he'll-
that's what I was leaning for. Is he like out of?
Yep.
Crap. What's the town right next to us?
Parnast.
Parnast. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So he'll reply. Not quite sure where exactly his whereabouts are at this moment, but I do know he's not around this area.
All right. Then what about the caravan that Talus was after?
Which caravan? One of the treasure hoards?
I believe so. Yes.
They're taking it over to the nearby town.
The Parnast.
Yes, I believe that's the name.
Where is it coming from?
Ugh. All over the world. We got sales everywhere.
It's collecting in Parnas, is what you're saying.
No, not quite. It's been collected. It's a matter of logistics then. And bring it to us through them portals across the way, which I imagine is how you got here. Unless you came from nearby. And then they bring it to the town to go to the next step.
Next step. Where might that be?
You paying attention, boyo? I just said Parnast.
Oh, I thought you meant like after they collected in Parnas, the next place. Like I was. Okay.
No, they collect it from all around, bring it to wherever, whichever, cult's got many places, comes through the portals, comes here to the hunting lodge, then it is packed up into little caravans and brought to Parnast.
Why do they go after Parnas?
He starts kind of chewing his lip at this point. Your observation tells you, he's kind of begrudgingly trying to think about, how much more information he's willing to give.
I'd like to persuade him by saying one more question after this one, and you're free to go.
Alright, I hold you to your word. You don't know what you half-elves are like, but to me, to us dwarves, our word means something. One more question answered, and I leave.
After the one that Rosemary just asked. Yes.
He chuckles a little bit, realizes you caught his little thing. He says, "All right, well, here in Parnast, there's a hidden castle. We bring it there. Not quite sure where it goes after, but I know we've been told it's going to the castle, to Skyreach, some other name. All the gold goes there."
Rosemary looks at Freddy.
Freddy's sitting there thinking hard about the last question. I'm chuckling a little bit at VMOX chat.
Pissing on the troll.
Yeah. How many portals are in the area?
Really not sure on that one. You know, there's the one going to the swamp. You know, there's one going far to the north, more mountains. I really can't tell you. Don't know for sure. There's all those stones outside down the way connect to somewhere, I believe. You count the stones. That's all I can really tell you.
Thank you for your answers. And Freddy steps back.
All right.
I want to insight the last one.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, I think I'm caught on the
Like,
bookshelf.
while he's...
There we go.
You believe his honesty.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm trying to move to button.
Yep. And so, the dwarf moves by slowly, doesn't give any like fast movements or anything, you know, kind of keeps his hands to his side, actually like spaced out so that he doesn't seem threatening at all, and just moves about his way. At this time, I would like to take a break because I do need to go to the bathroom. So we will take a really quick 2-minute break, and then we will be back.
Fair enough.
If it's more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I do have a ready vote in the game, so. Oh yeah,
Click the
Slim.
circle.
So I didn't get a prepared spells list, so I didn't update those. But what we can do is, do you have the spells tab on the right?
I do not have a tab.
Okay, so let's see. Is it options? Yeah, so if you click on the options, the little cogwheel on the very top right, and on the bottom there are those little tab things. One should be sidebar. If you click on sidebar, you can actually choose what tabs you see on the sidebar, and you should be able to click spells. And then when you open up spells, you just drag and drop into your character sheet in the spells paladin part. So you can, let's see, so 3, 4, 5, 6. I think you can prepare 6 total spells for paladin. Yep.
I do not. Am I supposed to see spells
Oh,
listed
no.
over here?
Oh, you probably don't have the modules. Okay. That'll take
What
that'll take a
Why are
little
we
bit.
crying?
We were talking about
Paladin.
paladin
They're
spells.
talking about paladin.
Oh.
All right.
Just
What
petting
spells do you
animal.
want, Slurm? I can get them to you real quick.
Oh, you'd have to give me a moment. I can send.
Okay. Because I know you wanted Find Steed. I can
I'll
get you
never look
that.
at a long-haired blonde man the same again.
Listen, all you long-haired freaky people.
Sign said.
Can't you read the sign?
It's a great tune.
Signs everywhere. There's signs.
Emma, I need to use this mouse though, okay? So you can't sit on it. Thank you.
Did you get the whisper that I sent you?
Yep.
Okay.
She's like, can you tell them to move it along so I can play? Thanks.
No, I just want to make sure everything's prepared.
I'm
Yep.
just- don't mind
Yeah.
me, I'm just teasing.
She's just being
Hurry
a
with this
nuisance.
bullshit. I want to play.
Yeah, if you wanna send me the spells, I can slowly add those as we go.
Okay, yeah.
So Freddie, I saw your DM, that's hilarious. Okay. All right, we continue. So Freddy and Hawkeye move up to the first floor, as well as Kragnor.
No.
You said Hawkeye.
I'm sorry, like, I miss Hawkeye. You Raven miss Hawkeye, but it's not as sad as Andar. She volunteered.
Oh, okay.
It's only because she volunteered.
Whoa, this place got all turned around.
Yeah, it got goopy for a second, didn't it?
Okay. So, otherwise, in the entranceway, hold off, Freddy.
Yeah, Freddy, chill.
Vmok, the door behind you opens, and a man begins to walk through.
Hmm.
It is
While he's
a middle-aged.
being on
It is a middle-aged gentleman. He does not appear to be harmed or hurt in any way. But he opens the door, and before stepping through, kind of stops and like looks up to you.
Let me put this away.
Ew.
The troll parts.
No.
No.
I not.
This is VMAC Jr.
He speaks up. My name is Brother Kaimon. I believe one of your allies downstairs has set me free.
Iman picks up the longsword that he was playing with earlier.
Steps.
Not that one, Ureva.
I considered making a joke. Why do you know me?
Oh man, it never ends.
Why
Who
do
are
you know
you?
me?
He steps gingerly into the chamber, hands up. Brother Cayman.
Brother of who?
Um,
Or what?
I'm of the Amonator clergy.
I do not know this.
You don't know Amonator? No worries. He is a god.
Are you her brother? And he motions the sword toward the loud wailing girl.
Certainly not. I don't know her besides our captivity together.
You were chained with her?
Not directly with her, but adjacent, yes.
You will answer questions she would not?
The questions I have answers to.
Ureva! He yells up the stairs.
Alright, at this time, Ireva, you probably hear Vmok calling from your position over across the way.
All right. Upon hearing that, Ereva would swiftly, whatever she's doing, she'll drop and she'll
He
swiftly.
doesn't sound alarmed. He's just shouting in his normal VMUG shout.
Just
Okay, then
normal.
she'll speed walk down then.
Okay.
Except I don't remember this map. I see portals. I think I go this way.
All right. You come and arrive in the kitchen.
How did I get?
That's where
I
you
thought I was
were,
at
I
the
think,
center of the
last time.
stairs.
I think you were in the kitchen last time because I remember you saying something about, "Are you kidding me?" or
Yep.
something like that.
You went
Okay,
down.
okay.
You went down those one steps on the far northwest corner of the upstairs, and yes, they do
know
take you
that.
down to the steps.
Okay, okay.
And you actually probably see Freddy emerging with Rosemary, followed by the dwarf.
Would she be walking in front of them, or would they be already out of the door?
They're coming up just at the same time.
Okay. So Ereva would quickly pass, see the dwarf, stop. Vmut calls. Is everything okay?
I believe so. You may have met a
I
few
don't know
people
where-
from downstairs.
Well, looks like you have one. Thank you again for speaking with them. There are things that we can all go investigate upstairs, but there seems to be no one so far. I'm going to go see what VMUC needs. And she'll just bloop. I don't know why I always do that sound effect. Even in volleyball, I just always bloop. Alright, so she will quickly walk in the room. As soon as she's in, she'll look to VMUC. VMUC, what is the trouble?
There's no trouble. This priest will answer questions for you, I believe.
Oh,
He
him.
was looking up the stairs, and then he sees you over there, and he's like, "Oh,
So, since I left you still restrained, I assume that my companions made the decision to let you go, as I previously told you they would.
Yes, certainly. Few words. That one speaks well. I think we came to a good conversation.
Well,
watch
you
out
are
for
welcome for sending him down to talk to you
the
instead
troll
of
has
my...
leaked some in the floor. Sorry."
Ereva looks and... The troll did this, VMUC.
Yes.
And she kind of has a small smile and then goes, alright.
All on its own, huh?
And then she'll continue looking at Brother Kamen. You're welcome. I told you that you would have a much easier time speaking to my companions than myself. I do not have the level of patience that he does. Now, why do you linger here, if he set you free?
Well, to be quite frank, I was stopped by this one. Marcella's still here. I was told there might be a guide to the next town.
You will look back at Nacht. Look at VMUC. Did either of you offer to guide to a town?
Emok does not know this area.
Nock did. Remember?
Yeah, Nox did.
I know, but Ereva doesn't know that.
You were in the room.
Oh, yeah, I was. Never mind. Sorry, I'm gonna retract that. I forgot. Ereva.
She's
looks
just
to VMUC.
cross-examining.
Yeah, Ereva looks to VMUC, looks to Noct. Noct, you willing to take two along with you?
Oh, sure. Won't be a problem. I imagine these
Right.
woods are pretty scarce right now. I don't imagine Pardass is too far away. Might only be half a day's travel, actually.
I don't think we have anything to worry about here, VMUC. I passed Freddy on my way in, and he looked as unconcerned as I've seen him. He did have another with him, though. So be prepared for another guest. And as she says this, she's going to walk back up to the top of the stairs, because she had dropped the rope and the spear there. And she'll grab them both,
Okay.
and then walk back down. Kind of like, next to VMUC more. The spear may be of some use. It's the only one I saw that wasn't of absolute poor condition. It means nothing. Someone may want it. And this net? I don't know. I thought maybe we could repair it to haul some things. There are some images in an upper room that I would love your help tearing down and throwing into a fire, Vimok.
Very well.
There's also a chest that we may need Freddy to open. And she'll look around and suddenly register that Uthar is gone. Where's Uthar?
He is gone.
Did he leave anything? Did he say anything?
He said goodbye.
I thought if anything he would remain within us until you left us. He seemed to have changed his mind about what he called a sea comrade or whatever he addressed you as.
He said he had different plans and would seek to find a different avenue to help what was going on. He said he had a ship and he was going to find the ship and his crew and try to angle the oceans to fight Tiamat, something along those lines.
Did he leave any of the things we found in the castle that he had been holding on to us
No.
for us behind?
No,
Of course not. Well, if he didn't want to be with us, then I don't want him with us. We shall carry on. This will not delay our mission.
I told him I had promised myself to you, whether you cheated death or not. And I am still here.
Ureva looks taken aback. Slightly, recovers very quickly, and looks at Vimok. I know I angered you, Vimok. I want to apologize, but I cannot.
You do not have to apologize to Vimok. You did not anger Vimok.
You should know, though, I am not here to live life. I am here to complete this mission. There's nothing more for me on this earth.
You did not anger Vimok, you disappointed Vimok.
I understand.
And there is a big difference.
What a dad.
He takes the spear from you.
I understand. And if you were not disappointed in me...
He just puts
From
it in
what
the quiver that had his... what do you have in that? They weren't spears, they were the other things.
Javelins?
Javelins, yes, those. On his
I
back.
got you.
We didn't actually make an item for that or anything, but... Decorated spear. Okay, it's in the party sheet.
Yep.
Nomad's on it.
Yep.
Thanks, Nomad.
Mhm.
I'm gonna leave the net in there for now, because I'm probably gonna give it to
Okay.
Rose to fix. She
Yeah.
seems like she'd want to do that.
Gotcha.
I appreciate that, Nomad. I will not tarry on this subject for long, but I will say, from what I've gotten to know of you, if you were not disappointed in me, you would not be the Vimok I know. I thank you for not hating what I am. Or at least not hating me because of it.
Yeah, he's just looking at you, but not looking at you, you know?
Fair enough. And then she will say, "Where is Freddy? I grow impatient. There's a chest upstairs that I need his magical eyes for."
Well, Fred's been trying to walk in the room the whole time.
Ah.
Yeah, we're trying to make our way down the stairs to where you are. Like,
Fair.
where you guys are.
Are you going to ask this brother any questions?
I attempted at one point to ask him questions. I assume Freddy would have asked questions if they were needed.
Yeah, he was moderately helpful.
Is that Freddy walking in the room?
Yes.
Okay. You ever say,
What?
there he is. Alright, Freddy, has everything been dealt with the three that were down there? With the ones that were down there?
Yes, we're letting them all go.
As I assumed. I trust your decision with that.
Oh, not mine
You
this
cannot
time.
just let people
Rosemary,
burn.
decide on the last one.
Mercy is not always a bad call.
Well,
And
you
does-
can't just let people burn inside something without a way for them to get out.
Well, if they deserve it, then yes, we can.
Anyway,
But it is not right.
Ireva will literally, like, without waiting for her to, like, look at Ireva will gently just toss the damaged net to Rosemary. Rose, I believe in our past discussions, I found this. You may be able to mend it and make use of it. Freddy, follow me. There is a chest upstairs that I think it's wise you look at.
And
I did
it's-
not touch it.
And I think it's wise that you two leave, referring to Brother Cayman and the dwarf.
All right. Rosemary easily mends the rope to make it whole. And now you see the dwarf walk into the room after Brother Cayman. He's just kind of standing there looking around uneasily, looking with lingering eyes from one member to the next, kind of almost expecting to be attacked, I guess you could say. Brother
Does
Cayman.
he show a sign of uneasiness?
Yes, he is definitely uneasy. His hands are out to his sides, though. Kind of, I guess, as a demonstration that like he's not going to make any movement. He has no weapons. He's kind of like attempting to look unthreatening, even though it's still a little bit difficult for him.
Have we
Because
seen this? We haven't seen this dwarf before, though.
no one has seen it before.
Ireva has, but not
Yeah.
her.
Not like previously in the campaign or anything. Brother Cayman scoffs. Oh, you let that one go.
We let you go as well. You want to make us rethink all our decisions?
No, I suppose not.
Why is he so fidgety?
Which one?
The short one with the beard.
He's been
Rosemary
beat-
looks to Freddy.
He's been beaten quite heavily, VMOC. It seems he's gotten used to violence. Expects it.
He was surprised when we decided to let him go. Especially if we want to burn down the lodge, we cannot leave a body in here who has no way of escaping. That's not right. They should at least have their own chance at survival.
His eyes are very nervous. He's looking around almost as if he is expecting violence.
Well, we do not know what he has endured within these walls.
Rosemary, you are blocking their exit. I believe they're supposed to be on their way.
Oh, right. I don't know where to go.
And
I'll
Ireva
go
will
here.
just walk up the stairs.
You need help
she's-
with something.
Should we go with you?
I need Freddy to help open a chest, and Yumaka, I have things for you to burn, if you would like.
Oh,
Should we
I
all
moved on
head
top
up?
of you.
Uh,
Wait,
she
which
will-
way?
Somebody watch Talon.
You've been wanting that for a while. Fred.
Alright. She will continue. She'll say, there are tapestries that depict horrible scenery of different dragons attacking folk. One of the tapestries, they look quite valuable. One of them we can rip the precious gems out of should we want to keep them for further funds or other uses, but I would like to burn them all.
One thing you've noticed, VMOC, is Freddy's eyes have never lingered on Ureva.
I
Not
was
even once.
kidding, dude. Shit.
Wait, should somebody watch Talus
Get off
before
of
all
me!
of you head up?
which
Said
way
go
do we
right.
which way do we have to go up?
I said go right.
Ebox bring in Talus with him.
Okay.
Okay, then we'll all head up too. We're all gonna head up then.
I was
Okay.
trying to, but Freddy was being a little bit of a portal block.
Let me get you guys on there.
Is there a particular one I should be taking?
Oops.
So either one leads up to the
There we
same,
go.
like I have a longer walk. I'm just going up the right one.
Okay, let me fix this map.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I was
I'll
looking
let
at the
you-
hallway, not the squares.
There's me, Nomad.
Yeah, I'll put you guys on the map. Be easier.
I was like, I don't want to move anymore. I don't want to make
I don't
it
want to go
difficult.
down the stairs.
Just say no.
Yeah, I said no.
All right, and
And Ureva will
Talus.
swiftly walk, trusting you guys to follow.
Yep, and Talus is with VMOC. Map. There we go.
tNomad, can you remind me? I didn't see any more stairs going upwards, did I?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Good thing I only turned 30 once, right?
All right, and we are
Wait.
on the second map.
Are we going down
No,
the
you're
stairs?
no, you're not going downstairs. We just came upstairs.
The outside is the balcony.
Well,
Yep. The outside perimeter is the balcony, and then in the center is actually downstairs. So
Oh,
you
I
are
forgot
going.
they
Yep,
didn't see this map.
you are going up the
forgot.
stairs now.
Right, and Ureva will walk in the room and step to the side and stay on the far side of the room and just point the chest out to Freddy.
I don't see myself.
you're right behind me. You're right here.
I don't have it.
Oh, you don't have the
You still on
map.
You still on the other map?
I'll
I
share
have
it.
to reshare it to me.
Yep.
There we go.
And then- It's not allowing me to share to Rosemary. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Good.
Ureva.
Yes, Rosemary.
So
Like she's
I
very
fixed
like
this-
focused.
Where is it?
Right
I
there.
fixed the net so we could use it as a bag.
I had a feeling that you would make use of that broken net.
First things
Especially
first.
if we tie little knots and make it the hole smaller, we could be able to make it in a makeshift bag.
I would leave the room, ladies, based off previous chests we've opened.
Ureva will nod quickly and go back
That
out.
is not my fault.
And she will, like, she doesn't hesitate at all. She trusts Freddy. She just nods, leaves.
Freddy's glaring at Rosemary. It was the old
Why are you
you.
glaring at me?
The old you.
All right, Freddy, your
The old
detect
you.
magic does not detect anything on the actual chest, but you do see little glints peeking out from the seams of the chest.
Themes. Okay.
Yep.
I'm closing the door in case anything tries to spurt out.
Oh,
Okay.
just shutting VMOC in? Alright.
No,
Okay.
leave the door open
Okay,
in
now
case
I
Freddy
close the
needs
door.
us.
Alright, I'd like
Well-
to check for traps, please.
All right. Pushed you an investigation check.
Oh.
You are very certain that this chest is not trapped.
Absolutely. Why would it be? There's just magic inside.
You're just gonna rip it open, man. You know?
Alright, so I detect no traps. I'm going to use my thieves' tools to try to unpick the lock.
Rosemary
Wait,
has
wait,
her
actually,
ear on the
actually,
door to
I
make
should-
sure.
I should ask first. Is there a lock? Is it locked?
It is locked.
Okay, then yeah, thieves' tools to unlock it.
Yes.
Rosemary's gonna put her ear on the door to make sure everything's okay.
You place one of the tumbler things inside and almost immediately break it.
That's disappointing.
Yes. You have to fish that out.
Say, try to fish that out.
Please make me a dexterity check.
Not sleight of hand, just dexterity.
Yep. Takes an amount of time,
Oh my gosh.
those outside of the room are kind of like waiting in anticipation, watching. Freddy's sweating a little bit, kind of like looking like, oh, yep, they're watching me.
I'm finding this one very challenging.
Yep. But you are able to get the tool out. It just takes a long time.
I head back to the door, open it. Rosemary, would you mind mending this, please?
Of course.
I'm finding this lock to be particularly troublesome.
Ending. There you go.
All right.
You might
Appreciate it. And I'm going to try again.
It's really difficult for you currently to try and pick this lock. Seems like a very good lock. It's not so surprising. But at the same time, it's yep. At the same time, it's frustrating you. You are unsuccessful, and the tool breaks once again.
All right, I'm back to fishing it out.
I'm gonna go in with Freddy this time. Seeing what's taking him so long.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Matt, that's what I wanted to do. That's why I was going in.
Yep.
Freddy, do you need some guidance? It seems like you're taking quite a while.
That'd be nice. This particular lock is very difficult. It keeps breaking my picks. Would you mind mending this one again?
Yeah, just hand it over.
He's already like holding it in his hand out to you.
Oh.
All right,
Good
third
thing I
time.
took the cantrip.
Third time's the charm, right?
We hope.
Oh, unsuccessful once again. And it breaks once more. As well, VMOC.
Freddy, hand it over.
Is this sleight of hand?
It's Thieves' Tools.
Oh.
As well, VMOC carrying Talus. You actually begin to feel her stir.
Raven, the halfling is awakening. Should I throw her down the stairs?
Is Talus already tied up?
She is.
Yes.
I was not prepared to deal with her so soon. She tied tightly, VMOC.
So, what kind of check should I make?
You're pretty confident that she's tied up well.
She seems to be tied well.
Don't remember where I wrote it down. But yeah, so Freddy did tie her, and he did make a decent sleight of hand check.
She gagged?
No.
She is not gagged and she can use magic. Is someone...
Do I not have a room? Oh, so Ireva will... Alright, they're struggling with the chest in there. So it may take a few more moments. And she will take the rope that she has. And... What it is... 50 feet. So she is going to take the rope. She's going to, like, triple it up and put 3 strands in her mouth and then tie it behind her head. And then give the, like, remaining portions to VMOC.
We could put some troll meat in her mouth. I cut some loose down there.
Okay. As you are attempting to bind her across the head, she regains her senses, looks around. and says some words of magic.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Verbal, somatic, and material. Her hands, even tied behind her back, the fingers start to make some of the telltale symbols of magic. And she is going to cast Freedom of Movement on herself.
You're welcome.
How's she gonna do that?
Because
Wait,
she
what?
is a spellcaster.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, what does that do? 'Cause,
Okay,
like,
so
she's
freedom of
tied up, so
movement.
how would she-
You touch a willing creature for the duration. The target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain, and spells and other magical effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained. The target can also spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints, such as manacles or a creature that it has grappled. Finally, being underwater imposes no penalties on the target's movement or attacks. So at this time, Vmok, Ireva, and Talus may all roll initiative.
I say Reva wouldn't have gotten the rope in her mouth soon enough.
We will see, because initiative will do that.
I think I have advantage on initiative
You
now.
do.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hopefully Talus is lower than a 16.
Okay, so we have. Oh yeah, I think we're good with that. Okay, so Rosemary. Boom, boom, boom. All right, Ireva, you have initiative.
All right. So as Ireva sees her regaining consciousness, sees her wiggling her fingers and all that, she forcefully shoves the 3-folded rope in her mouth.
All right. Please make me a sleight of hand check to see if you can get it in, because she is struggling and will move her face. 14 versus Talus. Do a dexterity check. You are unsuccessful. She dodges out of the way. That takes your action. You have a bonus action and movement.
We will... Oh, my bonus actions can all only be used with an attack. So... I don't think I can do... Because grapple and everything, those are all actions, correct?
Correct. You could do Hunter's
Okay.
Mark. Hunter's Mark has more use than just damage. I will say that. If you read the description.
I only ever use it for attacks.
Those are the tracks.
Okay, so seeing like her dodging out of her, attempt to tie her up, and seeing her casting the spell and all that, Ireva does quickly make sure that I have her targeted and not Vmok. Okay, quickly cast her Hunter's Mark on her,
Okay.
knowing they're going to have a fight coming.
All right, and that will last for up to 1 hour using a level 1 spell slot.
All right, and then she will just, shout over her shoulder quickly, "Ready, Rosemary. She's coming too." And that's it.
All right, Vmok.
Oh, Vmok will, of course, going to unfortunately have to rage.
All right.
That's a bonus action. Let's see, did it go in? It did. He's not going to frenzy because he can't afford to go into another level of exhaustion. But he's going to grapple her, even though she spent that spell. But he should get advantage on this because it's a strength check.
You fail to grapple.
Alright, that's his first attack. He's gonna make a second. Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead.
That was his second attack.
Okay, that is a success. You have her grappled.
Where do you think you are going, little one?
Away from here.
So that's bonus action, action. He's got her hold of her. That's his turn.
Okay, Talus is now going to continue her spell cast.
She's got prone on her, just so you know.
Yep. Prone and grappled and restrained. A whole bunch of stuff. So let's see. Freedom of movement is a 4th level spell slot. She has to cast it at 5th level, actually, because she has no more 4th level.
Oh my god.
Okay, VMOC. Since you have her grappled, I will allow you to make a dexterity check in order to interrupt the somatic component, which is her moving her fingers behind her back.
Okay.
It will be your dexterity versus her spell casting. So that will be, let's see.
So it is a dex save or check?
Dexterity check.
Okay.
Or wait, I just want to read the spell. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Dex check.
Dex check.
Okay. Not very good.
Unsuccessful. She gets the spell cast off.
Thought she'd already so she's casting it again.
Yep, so I rolled initiative to see the sequence and the order. So she began to cast it.
Okay.
But we went before.
But yep, you guys had higher initiative.
So he's a nice DM and gave us a chance to stop.
Okay.
Okay, so now has freedom of movement. Is unaffected by difficult terrain. Spells and other magical effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained. So she is no longer. Well, that's spells. The target can also spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints, such as manacles or a creature that has it grappled. So she is no longer restrained or grappled. And gets to spend 5 feet of movement to get right there.
But she's prone too.
Yep, so
right?
that counts for 10. Because she can
Opportunity
crawl.
attack?
She's still within your threatened range.
Does Reva get one?
I would say no, because it's granted 5 feet of movement to escape from that. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's see, what's her speed? 25. Yep, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And is going to, let's see. can't do that. She is going to disengage. Wait, that'll only give her...
Well, that's an action.
Yep. All she has is a bonus action. She is going to...
Didn't she cast the spell?
She cast a spell. That would be the
That'd be her
action.
action.
Yep, that's the action.
Bonus action. You just
All
said
she
that.
has is a bonus action.
I thought you were saying she was disengaging.
Yeah, and I took that back because she is an action. So
He's cycling through.
yep, I'm looking for what bonus actions she has.
Redirecting.
Yep.
Ink, ink, ink.
Give it up, Nomad. We've got her.
No, we don't. She's got a plethora of things she can do.
I know.
Little halfling.
I have a
Man.
question.
Yep.
So, Ureva yelled out for us, so does that mean we can come out? Or would, like, after Talus's turn, or would it be a separate thing?
Yeah, so at the start of the new round, I would have you roll initiative. So basically after
Okay.
Talus's turn.
Got it.
There's a bear man down at the bottom of the stairs
I
waiting on
really-
her too, right?
I really don't have many options at all. I should have went back there instead.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yep. Oh boy.
Yeah.
She's gonna chance it. All right, VMOC, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Well, he doesn't have a weapon out, so
But you can take the weapon out as part of the action that you make. So
okay. So, yeah, he's gonna.
oh wait, that's only for an
Go ahead.
attack. So yeah, it would have to be unarmed.
Okay. So he'll just reach out and try and hit her.
Okay.
Punch.
You hit.
Well, good thing it's only 3 bludgeoning, but he is raging, so
All right, VMOC with one punch.
more like a bitch slap.
Yeah.
Pop.
Smacks Talus, who once
Where did she think she was going?
again falls prone unconscious.
He looks back at your Raven like shrug. Why did she? That was stupid.
People get foolish in desperate situations.
And Uthar is not here to keep her from dying this time.
Rosemary will do it.
Rosemary!
V-Milk!
She
Wow,
tried to
what
run.
noise
That
was
was Scar.
that? I know.
Do we still have questions for her, or do we let her die?
No, we should ask questions.
I could just throw her over the railing.
I already spared the dying.
Oh, okay.
Ureva will reapproach her. We should not let that happen again. And she will tie, like, her hands. So she's gonna... Does she have a way of cutting her rope?
I still think we should shove some of that troll meat in
For
her
her
mouth.
rope?
She's not gonna cut her up. So she's gonna tie her hands, like, and literally wrap the entirety of her hands in this rope. So no fingers can
If you cut
budge.
the rope, I
And
can just mend it later.
And then she is going to, it's long enough, it doesn't matter. And then she's going to continue the rope up to Talus's head. And she wants to wrap the rest of the rope, like, put it in her mouth so she can't, like, talk. And just kind of wrap the rest around her.
Okay. Please make me a sleight of hand check. I'm gonna push it to you.
Okay.
All right.
And then she will look at VMOC. May want to double check and make sure they're secure.
Can I do a survival check to?
Sure.
And VMOC, nicely placed punch.
VMOC, these are perfectly placed. You haven't seen knots this good ever.
He looks at Ureva with a raised eyebrow. These are very good knots. Did you practice these sometime?
Spent many years of my young life hunting in the woods. Many traps require intricate knots.
I am impressed. Demok's gonna throw her on this bed in this room.
Okay.
If you want to place her there.
Is she good? She won't escape.
Those knots are perfect. If she escapes, she is deserved.
Should we head back to trying to open this chest again?
Have you not gotten that open yet?
Fortunately, no. This
It's
box
not
is
me
being
who's
quite stubborn.
opening it.
Ureva will... perhaps you just need a fresh pair of hands, and there's nothing magical.
I feel like VMOC would just smash it.
Able to-
Smash.
There is magic inside the box, but I do not detect any traps on it.
Ureva will hold her hand out for the thieves' tools. Perhaps I'll give it a try. Can't do any worse, can I?
Freddy hands him over, looking a little like, okay, go ahead.
She'll
I'll
approach the
help
chest
Ureva
and, like,
with that.
kind of stare at it for a moment, and just kind of not jam them in there, but she does what she can. She's not one that normally does it.
Okay. Let me get the thieves' tools on there. Oh, I'm looking at VMOC. That's why I didn't see him.
Yeah. No use for them there. Although he's not dexterous.
Yep. Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
Who, me?
Ureva.
Oh.
Yep, thieves' tools. Yeah, you are. Okay.
I would say I think I am.
Yep.
You are. Oh
Mhm.
shit! You should have been doing this all along.
Well, nobody brought it up.
Freddy broke the tool 3 times. Hopefully, we don't have to have that happen again.
Alrighty, Ureva, go
Freddy's
ahead.
done his share of dealing with things today. I shall give it an attempt.
I'll give you guidance.
Yep.
I already put it on, but
Do you want me to wait until it procs or just roll sleight of hand?
It's on.
These windows down here?
It's not sleight of hand. It should be thieves' tools.
Yep.
It should be a different skill.
I guess I've never done it, so I don't know where to.
It's in your skills at the bottom.
Skills of the... Oh, okay, thank you.
Natural 20.
It flies open.
Yes. The box
You just
opens.
look at it and pop.
The box opens with ease. And when you do,
Well, that
light
was way
spills
much
out.
easier than what Freddy was doing.
Light spills out, displaying a brilliant piece of chainmail within, along with a scroll and many, many gold pieces.
Alright, Ureva will carefully take the chainmail out. Because that's medium armor, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And she will hand it to Rosemary. She barely even looks at it. This looks of good quality. Someone in our group should make use of this.
Chainmail's heavy.
I could wear
You-
it.
Say, you are Freddy. Freddy. You both
What
tend
does
to be
Freddy
at the front lines.
Rosemary would probably want that because you're still using all of Hawkeye's stuff. All you got is studded leather armor.
Yeah,
right now.
that's why I was like, ooh, once you said chainmail, I was like, ooh, I want that.
Well, it depends on what your dexterity is. That might actually hurt you. I don't know how high it is.
16.
Chainmail is heavy armor.
Is it?
It's
Oh,
heavy. Yeah, it's also heavy.
Oh, I'm thinking
thought it was
change
medium.
shirt. Okay.
Yeah, change shirt.
So
is-
grave cleric, yeah, light
would hurt
armor
your
and
AC.
medium armor, so you can't wear the chainmail.
It
Actually,
would also hurt your AC because
Yeah.
you don't get dex bonus from it.
unfortunate.
Yeah, my AC is 20 right now, so.
Okay, who wants the scroll?
Ureva would just grab the scroll. She will investigate it
Okay.
to see if there is anything. If she can't glean any information from it, if I can do a check to see if I know what it is.
Make me an Arcana check.
Oh, 4,000.
Yep, I
Wow.
accidentally have Uthar in there, so I took him out, and then I will reassign that gold. Here we go. 4,000
rich.
gold pieces.
Nice.
Do you want me to wait for a prac or just do Arcana?
Do your Arcana.
Okay. In the tower, out.
Oh, wait, before you do that. There you go.
You should just have that hotkeyed. I'm not kidding.
I don't know how to do that.
Drag and drop it to the 2 or 1 or wherever at the bottom of the screen where it looks like a ruler. That way you can just click it on people whenever you want.
All right, Ureva. Checking out this scroll, you discover it to be a scroll of Scorching Ray. This allows you to cast the Scorching Ray spell. It uses up the scroll. Otherwise, if you're like a wizard, you could scribe it into your spell book.
Ureva will just shout, Freddy, I think you want the scroll. She's very like blasé about it because it has nothing to do like with the cult or anything. So
She's just like
you-
throwing stuff everywhere.
you can tell she's disappointed that it has nothing to do with the actual cult or Tiamat or anything.
All right.
Like she's
Well,
Yeah.
while we're taking this time, I do have the scale mail that I picked off of Talus. Rosemary, would you make use of it?
Would it up my AC?
I don't know. It's scale mail +1.
Oh, why did
Say.
my AC go back to 15?
look at what you're wearing, look at your inventory and see what's actually on you.
Yeah, what's equipped?
So equipped will be a little shirt icon. If you're just
Mhm.
carrying it, it'll be a little bag icon.
Well, it was 20, and then it just hopped to 15.
Yeah, look at what you're wearing.
I am. I'm wearing the studded leather.
I don't know for sure. That might have been
Did you put
an oversight. I don't know. Yeah, because
Well-
studded leather should be base 13. No,
I
base
was
12.
confused. Yeah,
Studded
I was
leather is
confused how
base
you have 20
12.
AC.
Yeah, studded leather is base 12, and then you are able to add your full dexterity, so that should be 15. If you equip
You
a
have-
shield, it'll increase by 2.
Let's see.
Do you have any, like, I don't know,
Magic item?
Yeah, magic or cleric-y things that are boosting your AC that it would be at 20? Because it does seem extremely high.
It shouldn't be 20, it should be
I do
15.
have a shield that I can equip.
you do have a shield?
Yeah, let me see the. Yeah, because I have that spiked shield.
You only need one
From-
hand, so maybe that's a
Yeah.
good thing.
And I have a regular shield too.
All right,
Okay,
AC
so
is
you
now
want the armor.
17.
Yeah.
It's
If it
medium.
helps, then yeah.
Scale is medium armor.
What I would do
Yeah, I
is
can wear it.
if you take it, yeah, you can wear it. What I would do is with your studded leather on, look at your AC, then
Yeah.
take off your studded leather, put on the scale mail, then look at your AC, see which one's higher.
It's
Yeah.
in the party
Where is
sheet.
your
Grab it.
Where is your scale mail?
I just dropped it in the party sheet.
Was it in your
Grab.
backpack?
I was carrying it around.
How?
Because he
Uh,
took it off to put on the chainmail.
No. It's from Talus. It's Talus's armor.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Gotcha.
You just took it.
Freddy's been wearing a breastplate the whole time.
Okay.
A curious.
Alright. chain. Okay, so it's what, 17 now with the thing. And then it's equip that, take this, and now it's 19. I'm wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it is better with the chainmail or the scale mail.
Yes.
Yeah,
It is
with
plus
two.
1 as well.
Nice. Oh, that's
Say,
nice.
Freddy also makes it known that he has a few items. That he still has the Wand of Winter.
Thank you, Freddy.
He holds it out. I think this will be useful to us in the future. Perhaps this is not an item we should sell, unless in dire straits.
I personally have no idea what it does, so I trust your judgment. And then Ereva will just walk past and just kind of motion. There's more this way. And she glances quickly past at Talus as she walks past the open door. But I believe there's another
Rosemary's
door.
following you, Reva.
Well, Nicole got lost, so I forget. I think there's another door this way. No? I swear there was one like. Is this to her left? Is that a door, Nomad?
Yep.
All right, I was right. Okay.
Nicole didn't
got
get
lost.
lost.
Reva didn't. And she will emerge, and this is the tapestry room, correct?
Correct.
She'll emerge, and she'll just kind of stand with her arms crossed and wait for the others.
Tech
then
magic
I'll
is still
move out
active
quick.
on Fred.
Yep.
Just a heads up.
Just stepped on Rosemary.
That's okay.
It's off
She'll be
of
alright.
Freddy.
She'll be alright.
Yeah, I'm trying to move out of the way.
All right, as you step into this chamber, there's a roaring fireplace churning out heat and light at one end of this spacious 30-foot high chamber, the ceiling of which is buttressed by 10 wooden pillars carved as dragons. 5 large tapestries hang along the walls, 2 on the west wall flanking a door, 2 on the east wall hanging side by side, and a particularly grand one dominating the south wall next to the fireplace. 4 of the 5 tapestries each show dragons hunting, killing, and feasting on lesser creatures, with blue dragons attacking a desert caravan, elves succumbing to a green dragon's gaseous breath weapon, a red dragon burning down what might be Castle Ward of Waterdeep, and a black and white dragon circling over a cold swamp dotted with ruins. Each is worth a number of gold pieces to the right buyer, but each also weighs about 75 pounds to your estimation and is extremely cumbersome. The 5th tapestry shows Tiamat, the queen of evil dragons, in all her glory, crowned in gold and silver and worked with gemstones in gold and silver thread. Fully 35 feet wide and 20 feet tall, it shows Tiamat crushing cities and surrounded by adoring followers. The tapestry weighs about 200 pounds and is worth a number of gold pieces. You suspect quite a bit. Simply removing the semi-precious stones provides some garnets, agates, moonstones, and others worth some.
And Ereva recognized Tiamat in the large tapestry, correct?
Yes, you would recognize Tiamat.
So once the others are in, she'll just point to it. That, if you did not know, is Tiamat. Saw the shadow of her when I had passed beyond this world for a time.
Yes,
I
the
do not
Raven
know.
Queen was telling me about it.
Is VMOC coming?
Yeah, I'm on my way.
I do not know. So Ereva would wait until Vimak was in the room. Then I do not know who these other 4 are. I do not know what they represent. Other than abomination.
As you start to study closer, Ereva, you already made this check previously, but Freddy and Rosemary, may make a history check.
Can I use guidance on myself?
Sure. All right, VMOC. I guess can make it as well.
History?
Yep. Should have pushed it to you.
He probably wouldn't have known anything about that.
He
Okay.
could.
Nope. All right. None of you really recognize the areas depicted. Nothing triggers your memory or knowledge.
It
Well, I
is-
think.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It is. Which one do you want ripped?
Well, there's an arrow sticking out of it. So while they were sitting there, Ireva got so angry, she literally pulled an arrow out of her quiver and shot the tapestry with the dragon attacking the elves.
Oh, yes. VMOC will attempt to rip it out of the wall.
Okay.
I think Freddy would like to try to collect a few of the gems, but he makes no attempt at saving the tapestries in any way.
All right.
Technically, he's still in a rage, so
Yeah, and that's what Ireva was gonna proc was
I guess.
these aren't worth saving. These are worth much money, I do believe. But I
could put them back together if we try to rip it in smaller pieces, though.
I refuse to carry these among us.
Yeah, these tapestries are not worth selling, even if they are valuable.
I think taking the gems out of that one may prove useful. If we all make work of it, we can make it quick, and I would not be upset if we destroyed it in the process.
Well, would this be a good place to start a fire then?
It would, VMOC. Aye, it would.
He's got a
But once-
torch going, and I just set the fire here.
But once we have the gems, then we torch it and go.
Very well.
All right, Freddy. Since you're not trying to delicately remove them, I think it would just be a matter of time rather than actually making a check or anything.
Yep.
You are able to remove...
Ireva's gonna help him.
Okay,
Oh yeah, everyone's gonna help him.
sounds good. So you are all able to remove a collection of gemstones.
Just take it.
Okay, there are garnets, agates, and moonstones, as well as others of lesser value and quality. But you are able to successfully remove all of the gemstones.
On completion, Ireva looks at VMOC. VMOC, I believe you deserve the honors. We should make sure we grab Talus on our way out, though.
There's nothing else to find. You already searched the entire level, Ureva.
I did. The only other thing I found was the net that I thought may be useful at some point, and a spear that VMOC now holds.
Rosemary
And
has the
that's
net.
Yeah. The net
Let
we
us-
could use
Oh,
like
yes.
that makeshift bag for now until we go back to camp.
That
Let
armor
us-
is not magical.
What
The
armor?
chainmail.
Oh, it was.
Chainmail was.
Yep.
Yeah, Freddy's lighted up
Okay.
on it. Detect Magic did. Yeah, but Ureva has it, correct? She's carrying it.
The chainmail? No,
Yeah.
I handed it to Rose.
I
She
have it.
had no interest. She said, nope, I don't. That she's looking for stuff that has to do with the cult.
Oh, Rosemary.
Yep, she
how's
does
your
have the
weight doing?
chainmail.
That's
She
good for now.
she's fine weight wise, but it is cumbersome because you don't have a bag or anything. So she's
I
carrying
have
studded
my
leather.
net.
Yep, she's got studded leather, chainmail. It's just like cumbersome, but not encumbering.
VMOC,
VMOC
what are
is
you
staring.
looking for?
Freddy's staring at
Some
VMOC
armor.
expectantly.
VMOC is not proficient with heavy armor.
Oh, I think
We
he's waiting
could-
for you to start a fire, bro.
Oh yeah, he starts fire. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Freddy's staring at VMOC expectantly.
We're gonna run out then.
All right.
Starts the fire.
Vima,
You're able-
please make me a
Got a torch going, he
strength
just-
check.
Oh, to pull them all down.
Surprisingly, you pull down and it's on there a lot harder or a lot more securely than you had supposed. Go ahead and make
Mm.
another check.
He kind of, looks over his shoulder at them like,
Okay, I might need to try. Oh, oh.
maybe I could get some help.
Freddy pulls out his rapier and
Oh man.
he's just gonna green flame blade the tapestries.
Okay.
Maybe we just burn them where they are.
I
As
want to
long as I
try.
see that one burn, I don't care how it gets burned.
And then it's just strength.
Mhm. Not quite. Freddy starts one of the tapestries on the eastern side.
They are very secured. They took their time in putting these up.
Oh, there we go.
All right. At long last,
like
Rosemary
trying to-
pulls on the tapestry with a
I got
mighty
them
yank.
started.
They have been fraying a little bit from VMOC pulling and tugging. Finally, it comes down on the floor.
The cleric is the one who pulls it down.
As it falls, Ureva walks over and spits on it.
There you go, Ureva.
Oh. To be fair, you have the same strength modifier as VMOC, so
He's not really strong. I mean, he's
Got advantage.
he's
Okay, so you take some time to pull down all these tapestries and light them aflame. And soon enough, you have a good burn going. I would suggest getting out of the building.
Yep.
Should we leave her or take her with us?
You should
we're-
take her with.
Taking Talus with us.
Okay.
Throws the little halfling in the net. VMOC, would you mind carrying this? It's getting a little heavy.
No, I suppose not. Since how you had to exert so much force to pull down those tapestries.
Freddy,
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess
wondering how you can do it.
Freddy will pick up Talus and start dragging her.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Throw her in the net.
Okay. Yeah, she would probably weigh just under enough to encumber you.
He goes downstairs to the bottom landing.
Oh yeah, I'm just going. We're all following Freddy.
I cannot move.
Oh, you unlocked us. Ooh, I feel so free.
Oh,
I'm
free
free.
falling.
Yeah, I was going there too.
I have to use the restroom real quick. BRB.
Rose, get off of me!
Don't tell me what to do.
It's an arrow in your. Just kidding.
Noct speaks up. So, you ready to go then? You
Yes,
got
we
all
are
your
ready.
business taken care of?
We might want to go fast. We kind of set the top ablaze.
Oh, you took care of it then. Good. This place needs to get burnt to the ground. It's got coat crap all over it.
Burn it shall.
And Rosemary heads out of the lodge.
Okay.
Ureva follows. She does have her bow and arrow at the ready, not knowing exactly what's right out the doors.
Please see the dragon folk. Please see the dragon folk.
Okay. The dwarf does have a weapon in hand, but he is not brandishing it at you. He actually just begins jogging off into the woods. You see no other sign of the cult. They seem to have taken off, disappeared into the forest.
I believe we head back to our camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
this is then where we will end the session.
No.
Oh my god.
We have to have Raven do something.
Yeah.
Well, so I
feel like that would take
I have
too
a spot where I want to introduce Raven. It's going to take a little bit to get there, and I'll be honest with you, the amount of time that you took inside, and then in addition to get back to your camp, Talus is going to wake up again. Or actually, yeah, Rosemary, you cast Spare the Dying on her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
did.
so she would wake up from consciousness, so that would start another thing.
before we get back to camp.
We would knock her out again.
She's gagged and tied up very tightly, so.
Mm-hmm. But as you can see, stuff still can happen. So
Okay.
yeah. So I got some stuff I wanna prepare for next session. Yeah. Sadly, we didn't get to introduce Raven, but at the beginning of next session, I believe will be the perfect opportunity. So I gotta get ready for work.
Roger.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming and tuning in and playing. We will have next session the following Monday. Hopefully, I can get that campaign journal in so I can send out. The invite. Yes, December 6th.
St. Nick's Day.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't even remember the last time I did St. Nick.
It's a very, oh yeah, Wisconsin does it.
I don't even know what St. Nick's is.
It's a German tradition, and Wisconsin is very German, but
Saint
not many other
Nicholas.
states do it.
St. Nick.
Like, I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
It's kind of like an early Christmas, I guess.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
in Germany, they are big on St. Nikolaus, which sounds very much like Santa Claus. And on the night of December 5th, he pays a visit, and he has Schwarte Piet, which Schwarte Piet punishes the bad kids. He gives gifts to the good kids, and basically it's an excuse to, these days in the States, it's an excuse to give kids more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you get 2 stocking days when you're German. But in Germany, they
I'm
do like
German.
oranges and fruits and stuff.
Shit, I want fruit.
Anyway,
right.
good session, Raven. I'm
Yes.
sorry we didn't get to you, but
Yeah.
Good session. We will get to you next time for sure. All right.
All right,
and
guys.
I will say goodbye until next time.
bye y'all.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Adios.
Have a good week.
All right. Yeah, unfortunately, didn't get to Raven. Kind of sucks. I was hoping things would move along a little faster, but you know, that's what happens when you get into the RP, into the role play. You do such a great job. I am very excited for introducing Slurm. I'm not gonna lie about that. Very, very cool character, mechanics wise, that Raven made, as well as I think it will be very interesting and very progressive to the campaign because we have an actual kobold. So there are definitely some infiltration opportunities that are there, and she is coming in with some really, really good knowledge for the party that's going to help them move along. So next session, we actually have part 8, session 1. So this was the last part of part 7. Thank you to all of you out there who have tuned in and watched. Remember, you can support just by tuning in and talking in chat. Use up those channel points, as well as I have the YouTube and the other stuff, a subscription if you wish to support in more capacity. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who tuned in, but this is Session's End. Gotta get that music going. Yes, the Tavern League is all lining up around the bar for the final salute. The tale is told, and we are waiting until next week to hear more about their adventures into the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Go ahead and tip those glasses back. Thank you so much. This has been the Tavern League.